No, all pro. I hate the all pro argument, guys and
You don't
Dave,
need an all
because
pro.
there's only one all pro at every position every year. And like
Yeah.
I tried to go back through time and find out, like my thought is there's only one all pro. So how many times was the AP all pro quarterback actually in the Super Bowl or deep in the playoffs every year? And I bet you 75% of the time you're going to find out that the all pro quarterback for each year, whatever year it was, didn't even make the Super Bowl game. It's
No,
like
they didn't.
it's just it's stupid. It's a dumb, asinine
It's a
argument.
popularity contest.
And Peyton Manning was not an all-pro. He was a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest and won a Super Bowl ring because of the vaunted defense. So let's just stop with the. And before that, like the two Super Bowls, John Elway. Like the fact that the helicopter play is such a big deal is because it took him 24 minutes to get there. Okay, he couldn't run anymore. All right,
Right
and that's
before
why
he
it
started doing
sucks
the
so
get
bad.
hit, he threw the
Like,
walker in the highlight.
well, my point is that they never put that in slow motion because there was no need to, because he was already running in slow
It was already
motion
in
when
slow
the
motion.
freaking initial play happened. So stop with the all pro bullshit that quarterbacks need to win. They win late in their careers, not because they're all pros anymore, because they're freaking savvy and they can lean on the rest of their team. Because their system that they run on their offense isn't dependent on them being the best player and making impossible throws every god dang down, dumbasses.
Montana was 40 plus, and he took the Chiefs to the playoffs.
Okay, that's not part of that.
I'm just throwing a little tidbit, the fun facts along the way.
That's just that part of it, the all pro. That was just my all pro part of it. Sorry.
I know
Okay.
because all pro people pull the label out. I know it's just a cliche label people want to throw on.
The Packers being in trouble and them being at the beginning of a short and very intimate demise coming in the next 2 years because of the cap, because of signing Aaron Rodgers 2 years early, and there's no need to it, which is this initial argument that goes in further from at 51 Cent Stanley, Thorny, and you're going to get mentioned a lot, and you probably
Every rose has its thorn.
and I just tore the thorn bushes out of my wife's garden, so I like to pull thorns. So here we go.
Come on, let love your chest, Jay.
The cap is increasing over $10.5 million a year, and by signing Aaron Rodgers 2 years early to an average salary of 33.5 million a year, which not every year he is being charged against the cap for that number. Then some years it's significantly less, and some years it's a little bit more. But we'll go through those numbers later, because that's where Dave gets to talk so I can take a drink.
With
And even
drinks.
though the numbers aren't exact, no matter where you look at the Packers, like their salary cap, because like they don't really know like if you're gonna cut this guy or that guy, so the numbers get adjusted, and they don't know exactly how much the cap is gonna go up. They can only estimate average. So the numbers aren't going to be exact. Let's be right about that. So you can just stop with your little Twitter bullshit. You're going to try and nitpick the two of us like we're not exactly on. Because Dave, you're going to set him off. And he's a bigger guy than me. You don't want to do that.
I'm just a cuddly teddy bear.
But on average, right now, they have about $8.9 million right now to be working with for this season. And going forward, they're going to have about $30 million a year with the average increase right now. That's, I mean,
39 for 2020.
it's just like, so can you stop? Because what did they have this year? I think it was like everybody said they couldn't do anything because of the Rodgers contract, and they had like $37 million. And then all of a sudden they signed all these free agents, the contracts that everybody's freaking out about and saying now they don't have any money and the numbers aren't supporting all this freaking out and bullshit. And so,
So get
like,
this. I actually have one thing I got to jump in on. One thing.
go. I can get a
I
drink
know it's
now.
your rant. Okay. I
No,
got to jump
this
in on
is
this.
our rant.
So,
I'm just taking control.
okay.
Go for it.
No, because now you got me fired up. So the fact that people say, "Oh, we can't do anything. We don't have any room." Well, guess what, people? We upped it to 39 million. Usually, about 5 million goes to rookies. So we have 35 million. Gutekunst and Gutekunst and the other financial general management went through and signed Darius Smith. We signed Preston Smith. We signed Adrian Amos. We signed Billy Turner. Which you look at the numbers. I mean, the Darius Smith, we're only paying him 7.2 this year. We're paying him $6 million for Preston Smith this year. Adrian Amos 5.9. Billy Turner 4.2. We started at 39 million, 35 available cap after rookies, and we still have 13 million to pay the rookies, which is going to be about 5.5 total. So yeah, about 8 million we have left. So the fact we only spent about 27 million on 4 free agents that can make a difference this year is huge. If he can do something with just 27 million, think what he can do next year when we have 39 million and the cap is going to go up by 10. There's 49 million. Oh my God, look what we can do there. But Aaron Rodgers eats up so much cap. Sorry, I'm done.
That's beautiful. Oh, I'm glad I got you going. That is so beautiful.
I'm sorry, I blacked out. What happened?
Listen to it back later, and it's like I'm not even going to try to describe.
I had to reference old school. I had to reference
I muted myself so that everybody couldn't hear me whimpering in tears on my end, and I'm glad I've got the board so people didn't have to listen to me cry while I listened to that great scene. It was just beautiful.
You said you were going to take a drink, not drink, sir. You're stuttering.
oh, I'm getting verklempt. All right. So, yeah, the deal being done 2 years early to get back on track here. Wow. To get back on track, the deal being done 2 years early really stretches it out so that it,
Yep.
Because what we also aren't putting into play here, Dave, is the biggest factor in all. That as the cap goes up 10 million, quarterbacks are jumping up significantly more each year in what they're demanding, no matter whether they're actually legitimate quarterbacks that deserve that money or not. So like the cap going up 10 million, like it seems like quarterbacks are going up 12 or 15 million in what they're demanding. You see what I'm saying? So like,
literally, I completely see it.
In like 2 years, you're talking, if you get him at 33 and that's top of the market when he signs, you got to add at least just on the safe end. You got to add another 20 million. You're going to be talking $50 million for somebody like Aaron Rodgers in 2 to 3 years. And if you think I'm crazy,
and this percentage cap hit will be less than what it is now. It'll probably be about 15 to 16%, leaving more room for free agents.
Unless the next CBA does something drastically different to the way that they structure salaries and all that, that's the X factor here also. That, I can't, again.
The only thing I can see improving is the 100% million guaranteed. That's the only thing, because situations like Kirk Cousins put teams in a bind. Yeah, it's the Vikings. I got it, but still.
That's a cap. Oh my God. You want to delve into a damn mess? Just go Google that crap. Like, you'll get a headache even if you're not a fan looking at the mess they're about to look at, and then they're still stuck with Kirk Cousins for 2 more years. Like Kirk Cousins has been so bad in Minnesota already via the expectations of just 16 months ago. It already feels like to the Viking fans, like somehow he's gotten a 3-year extension on a deal that like they already had to suffer through for 3 years. Like, that's bad.
Yep.
Like, he's only been there a year. So, like, I don't know, like, I guess it's just really boredom at this point with Packer fans. And so then they turn on the TV and national media is like, oh, well, how can we reach a very large segment of very irritable fans? Oh, let's say something negative about Packer fans. Oh, let's use Aaron Rodgers. And, oh, wow, look at the ratings and the clicks go up. And then this crap comes out. But again, at the same time, I kind of got to thank them because, like, otherwise I'd be pretty useless as a podcaster because then I'd just be spewing out the same dumb crap as everybody else. At least now I can call them dumb to make things cool for us because they are games for
Yeah,
us.
just like the Colin Coward stuff on Tuesday.
Yeah, that was dumb though, man. Because it's bad. It's like
Material.
it's well, no, it's just like it's like it's bad. It's bad because it's so easy to like it's the information age and he's like I really actually respect him as a sports mind because he's not like it's kind of like people that don't like certain politicians. I'm not even going to mention them because that's not how I'm going to go here, but it's just they don't get to positions of power by being that stupid. Like you can think they're stupid, but they're gonna laugh at you calling them stupid when you're broke like me and Dave trying to raise families, and he's multi-billionaire. Like, you know, like so. How stupid is stupid really? Okay, just
Stupid.
all right.
Stupid.
All I'm gonna say, whatever. But that, the deal being stretched out over a 7-year period, really, because there's 2 years left. It was a 5-year deal. It stretches it out.
Yep.
Dave, what are the numbers here? What are we looking at?
Whose numbers and what numbers do you need,
Well,
sir?
let's break this down all together. I wrote them down so we can bounce back and forth here, so I don't have to do all the damn talking. And because whatever, I'm almost you made me. I was so ready and fired up, and then I got you going, and you got me so like emotionally like you took the anger right away from me with your rant. Like I'm just
So,
I don't have a lot of rants left. Like you kind of like I love you on one hand, but I kind of want to choke you on the other because I didn't get to finish my rant. But it's good because I feel better anyway.
I'm sorry.
So I love you anyway, man. So what are the numbers, Dave?
So the numbers I got for Rodgers, eight for two. For which one?
Well, I was just gonna
You
say quick. Sorry to cut you off. With we got Rodgers, Brady, Breeze, Luck, Wilson, and Ryan from 2018, so this last year through 2020. And some of these guys now are not going to have any cap numbers because they aren't going to have
They're
a
not under
contract,
contract past
which
a year.
means,
Yep.
guess what? Our point of who do you think that these top names like Tom Brady are really going to take freaking discounts because the numbers right here show that, dude, he's not taking a discount like you're being lied to and told all the time that he's only making $14 million a year. Tom Brady's an all-pro quarterback, and he only makes $14 million a year against cap.
So
the numbers don't show that.
So
go ahead, Dave.
So in 18, Rodgers ended up getting 33.5 because his extension. Brady had 15. Yes, he did take a discount in 18. Breeze, though, was 33.5. He was the same rate with Rodgers across the board without an extension. And Luck was sitting at about 24.4. He's been varying each year between like mid to high 20s. Wilson is as low as he's going to have, is 23.7 and 18. Matt Ryan is contract backloaded, so his number of 17.7 is just trying to make current room now. But the cool thing is, this is where the Patriots, Tom Brady is so team friendly. Like you just said, Rodgers has 26.5 in 2019. But yeah, he just got an extension, folks. Oh, wait, he's not a team friendly guy? Wait, Brady makes $500,000 more than him in 2019. But he's such a team friendly guy, folks. Like, he's better than Rodgers in that aspect. Well, Rodgers is taking less money in 2019 for that. Breeze is 22.7. Luck's 27.5, so he's making more than all of them this year alone. Wilson's 26.2, Ryan's 15.8. That's as low as he's going to get. So the picture is right now, this year, Rodgers, Ryan, and Ryan, Breeze, and Rodgers, Breeze, and Ryan are the lowest 3 out of those 6. And I thought Brady and Luck are supposed to have team-friendly deals. I don't know what's happening, but anyways,
it's not
cool
that
thing is
friendly
Brady.
When you look at the actual numbers.
No,
Dave,
it's not.
Well, no, I don't mean to cut you off because I want you to keep going because you're doing a beautiful job.
No, you're good.
Dave. You're making me proud. But I want you to also, because I kind of got concerned when you first called me with this, when you texted me because I didn't want this to happen. So explain to the people how you get your numbers and what you use and what that all entails so that they can, stop their stupid tweet right now towards you.
My source, my source is what I use is overthecap.com. I've used it for the past 4 years, folks. It literally, you can go there hit the tab, select your team. It brings every player down on what